Alright, so welcome back to Daily Web Coding. In today's video, we're going to let the user stay logged in. So right now, if I click on register with GitHub, we be able to register the user, but we be able to switch the screen, but it do not persistent. So if I refresh, it go away. So for that, what we're gonna do is to user stay logged in. So the way to do that is we're going to call the Firebase auth service. So not auth service, it's the auth on state change. So I think I can do it right here. So I can call use effects. So we can use effect right here. So the use effect here is run after the component is built. So when this build, then this will check run this one. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna create a function called const read sessions. Read session is equal to it is a function. Alright, so what we can do is to go into Firebase. We want to get firebase.auth.onStateChange, and then it's gonna return a user right here if we authenticate. So then it's gonna be returns user. Return user. And Firebase here is not thing, so we need to import this one. Import Firebase from config. So go here and config Firebase, and then we just call the read session right here. I think this is gonna work. If I try to refresh, so okay, we try to didn't do anything. For now, I just console.logs user. So right now, you can see that we have the information of the user. Like this is my name, and this is like my email, something like that. And so what we can do is to try to update the auth to be true. You know, like when this happens, we need to update the auth to be true. So the way that we do that, we're gonna call use const the auth state. It's gonna be auth dispatch, yes, auth dispatch equal to use auth provider. And then what we can do if we try to do this one, if we can check if there's a user, we call auth dispatch, and then we pass the types, and then we call update auth. I think it's called update auth. Let me go in here. Nope. I think go to state right here. Update auth. Yeah, update auth, and then we pass the payload. So if there's a user, we want this one, the payload, this one to be true. It's boolean string, and then else, we're gonna auth dispatch right here to be false. So now, if that happens, it's gonna do like this. But if you can see for a moment that when we refresh, it's going to see the loading, and then it's gonna immediately switch to this one. This is what we don't want. We want to, at least if that's the case, we can just show the loading component. So for that, what we can do is to create the state in here. Build const use state. Okay, let me see. So use state. So I think this one we okay, but for now that's okay. So we can do some like is loading, and now we set is loading equal to false, equal to use state false. All right, I think it's for now for now we finish the user stay logged in. So make sure I click on this one, and now we need to do like talk like loading, like give more like experience for that. So we need to check. So if is loading, so if like is loading, if it's loading, we're gonna return, for now I do h1 loading, and else we're gonna do this one right here. So if it's loading, it's gonna do this, else it's gonna do this. So since loading is gonna be false, I think it's just set it to be true. So now it's gonna return the loading. But we can update this one, set its loading to be true, and it's false, and and also this one to be false as well. All right, perfect. So okay, as you can see, it did not show any loading, and I think this code is kind of like redundant, and it's kind of like update this one. So what we can do is we can create a function called const update, like update auth. We can call like update auth, update auth. We're gonna pass the boolean in here, so it's gonna like a bool is auth here. So we're gonna pass the is auth right here, and then we're gonna set this one right here. We kind of call this one, and is auth right here is gonna do is auth, and now we can call just when the user this one, we can update auth, and we pass it to be true. So, and also it's setting loading to be this one as well. So in here, so update the auth to be false. So it's like we don't repeat ourselves. And the auth state here, we do not need to use this one. So yeah. Or what you can do instead of using, if you want to use this one, you don't have to use any loading of this. So what you can do is, there's one way that you can do if you want to use the auth state. So for now, let's bring back. So we can do, but it is not more readable. We can, instead of this one, is auth state dot if auth. If it's not auth, it's gonna change this one. As you can see, it worked the same way, like that. But when it to be true, so it's gonna return loading forever. I think that's the mistake that I made. Maybe when the auth here become false, yeah, when it's true, when it's false, it show loading. Yeah, so this one is wrong. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so for now we don't need this one. Okay, so now it's fine. Perfect. And next we want to get the loading component instead of just showing the loading right here. What I'm gonna do is okay, I'm going to use this package, so I'll leave the link description, so you can please go ahead and install this one. So so for now, we can be able to do the loading component. Okay, done. And while it's downloading, we can do the user sign out. So the user sign out is happening in the home page right here. So what we can do is to create a button that, let's say, logout. Okay, logout. So when this one is on click, what we want to do is call the auth service right here. Right here. So this one is kind of be sign out. So sign out or logout, something like that. So we just call Firebase dot auth dot sign out. Yeah, we just call like this, and then it just works. Or we can do just await or anything. I think that this one is that should be okay. We can just call this directly. I think it's return a promise void, like assign out the current user. Yes, so maybe we can use await and anything right here. Await and anything. Nope. Okay, we want to await like the user need to be signed out. So okay, cool. And then in the home page right here, I'm gonna create a folder. Let me try. Okay, the homes, call home, and then I'm gonna pass the home into here. So yes, we're gonna update the route. And then inside home, what we can do is we create a folder called view. It's for the home right here. So there's like a view that's related to UI and stuff like that. And okay, and then in here I'm gonna create a folder called hooks. So instead, like when we click logout, what we wanted to do is to sign out, and also we want to update the auth to be false. So for that, I can create a hook called use sign out.js. So use sign out.js, and yeah, okay. So it's kind of similar to this use right here. So I'm gonna copy this one, and instead I'm passing it here. And we need the use auth right here, and also we need to, instead of register, we need to sign out. And instead calling this one, so let me delete this guy. So we can do call sign out, and there's no this one, and we don't need to return this one, and then we just update this one to default. And also instead call register, what we call use sign out. And this one should be just sign out, return sign out. Okay, that's perfect. So okay, sign out, user sign out. So maybe we can say user sign out, sign out user. And because this one is the same name as we have in the service sign out. And okay, so now we can use this hook inside our home page right here, like at the button right here. So we can call the const sign out, sign out user or whatever equal to use sign out. So it's gonna return this one. So whenever this on click, so we can just call sign out right here. When it's on click, it's gonna call the sign out right here, and then a trigger update. So right now, if I try it, perfect. If I refresh, it do not show anything. So because we are signed out. Okay, so now user logout, user sign out, and finish. And next, in the homepage and the apps, we need to, instead of passing this loading, I'm gonna create the function component loading. For now, I will refactor this one after. For now, just make things work first, and then I will refactor it later. So I'm gonna return. So after we import this one, what you need to do is to go to documentation, and you can just import like this one. So React core spinner, and then what we have to do is just copy and paste this one right here. And then I return this one, and the override here might be we don't have to, and also for the loading. So this is not state loading, and we just pass the loading from here. Okay. So now instead of this one, I can call loading. Nope. And then I can pass the loading is equal to is loading. I hope this works. So if I try to refresh, okay, nothing to be happening. What is the reason for this one? Instead, I'm gonna is loading here. What we can do is we can try this, set this to false. Okay, so no, not false. It's to be true. True, and then we don't have to set this one. Oh, as you can see, this one it's working, but the reason that didn't show is because it's too fast. But it's working right here. So yeah, turned out it's working, but because it's too fast that we not even see it. This one. All right, so then we need to refactor this one, but I think we're going to do it in the next video. But for now, let's test this one. If I log in, let's go to home page. If I refresh, we have some little loading in here. And then if I click log out, it should push me back. And if I try refresh, and none. So yeah, I think that is it for this video. And in the next video, we're going to refactor all of this code. As you can see, like in the app application here is a mess. and also the naming right here might be, I'm gonna change a little bit. And yeah, I think, alright, see you guys in the next video on refactoring all of this mess. Alright, peace.